Did you know that the average person spends over a year of their life just cleaning their house? Honestly, that sounds like an absolute nightmare. But what if I told you that cleaning up a messy room could actually be the ultimate secret to leveling up your English today? Hey everyone, today we are looking at a super relatable weekend situation. But before we jump into the drama of weekend chores, I am going to drop the exact 10 questions and answers we are going to master today. Number 1. Why do we say a room is full of toys instead of filled with toys? Answer: because full of is the most natural, casual way to describe a total mess. Number 2. What is the difference between cleaning and tidying up? Answer: tidying is the secret word for making things look pretty without actually scrubbing anything. Number 3. Why should you say "I'll try my best" when someone gives you a hard task? Answer: it's the perfect, polite way to promise you will give 100% effort, even if you are not perfect. Number 4. What does it mean to step on something? Answer: it means accidentally crushing something with your foot, like a super painful toy dinosaur. Number 5. How do native speakers use the phrase "worth it"? Answer: we use it to say that the struggle was really hard, but the reward was way better. Number 6. What exactly is gelato? Answer: it is basically fancy, super creamy Italian ice cream that makes any bad day better. Number 7. How do you use the word cheerful correctly? Answer: you use it to describe someone who has incredibly happy, positive vibes. Number 8. What does youngest mean in grammar? Answer: it's a superlative word that points out the absolute baby of the family. Number 9. Why do we say "we'll go" instead of "we are going to go"? Answer: it is a quick, natural future tense contraction used to make an exciting promise. Number 10. What is a chore? Answer: it is the annoying, repetitive house task that absolutely nobody wants to do. Keep these in mind, because the answers will totally make sense once you hear today's story. If you've been looking to learn English through story, this is exactly what you need. Grab a snack and listen up. So picture this. It is a typical Sunday morning. Mom, whose name is Linda, just wants to relax, maybe sit on the couch, drink some coffee, and read a good book. But of course, in a house with kids, quiet time is basically a myth. Her 2 kids, Max and Emma, are running around begging to watch cartoons, and Dad is just chilling, probably hoping nobody asks him to do anything. But Linda drops a bomb on the family. She tells everyone to stop what they are doing because today is house cleaning day. Obviously, the kids are complaining. Max is whining, asking why they cannot just do it tomorrow. But Linda is not having it. She points out that the living room is a disaster area. It is absolutely full of toys, the kitchen is gross, and the bedrooms are a mess. She even tells Dad that she almost stepped on one of Max's hard plastic dinosaur toys that morning. If you have ever stepped on a toy dinosaur or a piece of Lego, you know that is the worst pain ever. Dad agrees to help, knowing he can't win this argument. So Linda makes a deal with them. She says if everyone pitches in and cleans the house perfectly, she will treat the whole family to their absolute favorite Italian restaurant for lunch later. Pizza and pasta are on the line. Suddenly, everyone's attitude changes. Free pizza is a massive motivator. They split up the tasks. Dad gets sent outside to clean the garage and the backyard. Emma is in charge of her bedroom and tidying the living room. Little Max is given the job of picking up his toys and books. They all get to work. A little while later, the house looks amazing. Max actually killed it. He picked up all his dinosaur toys, put them in a box, and even helped his sister mop the living room floor. Dad finished the garage and came inside to wipe down the kitchen shelves. When they all look around, the house is spotless. Linda is super proud of her family because Max was the youngest but worked the hardest with a super happy attitude. Linda says he gets a special reward. At the Italian restaurant, he can order whatever dessert he wants, and he immediately screams that he wants chocolate gelato. Everyone is tired, but they all agree that the hard work was completely worth it. If you are looking for daily English conversation practice, breaking down stories like this is the best way to do it. So, let's get into the 10 questions and answers I mentioned at the beginning. I am going to explain exactly how to use these in your everyday life. Question 1 is about vocabulary. Why do we say full of instead of filled with? Answer. While both mean a similar thing, full of is what you will hear Gen Z and millennials say naturally every single day. If you walk into a messy room, you don't say this room is filled with trash, you say this room is full of trash. You can use it for anything. You can say my phone is full of photos or my schedule is full today. It is a super simple phrase that connects two words to show that something has hit its maximum limit. In the story, the living room was full of toys, meaning there was literally no space left to walk. Question 2 is also vocabulary. What does tidy up mean? Answer. This is a fantastic phrasal verb. To tidy up means to organize things and put them in their correct places. It is very different from cleaning. Cleaning means you are using soap, water, and scrubbing things to remove dirt. Tidying up just means making a space look neat. When you have guests coming over in 10 minutes, you don't clean the house. You just quickly tidy up. You throw the clothes in the closet. You put the books on the shelf, and you hide the mess. Emma had to tidy up the living room, which meant putting things back where they belonged. Question 3 is grammar and manners. Why say I'll try my best? Answer. This is the ultimate polite phrase. Max says this to his mom when she tells him to organize his books and toys. When you say I'll try my best, you are making a promise to put in 100% of your effort. But you are also protecting yourself just in case the result isn't totally perfect. It sounds extremely natural. If your boss gives you a huge project, or your teacher gives you a really hard homework assignment, just say, I'll try my best. It shows you have a great attitude. Question 4 focuses on pronunciation and daily life situations. What does step on mean? Answer. To step on something means to bring your foot down onto an object. In English pronunciation, native speakers link these two words together so it sounds like one word, step on. You don't pause in the middle. In the story, Mom almost stepped on a dinosaur toy. You will hear this phrase all the time as a warning. People will say, watch out, don't step on that wet floor. Or please don't step on my new shoes. Question 5 is pure millennial and Gen Z slang. How do we use worth it? Answer. You need to add this phrase to your vocabulary right now. Worth it means that even though you had to spend a lot of money, or a lot of time, or a lot of energy doing something, the final result was so good that you don't regret it. Cleaning a messy house on a Sunday morning is exhausting, but getting to eat amazing pizza and pasta afterward makes the pain go away. The family agreed that the cleaning was worth it. You can use this for anything. I waited in line for 3 hours to buy concert tickets, but it was totally worth it. Question 6 is cultural vocabulary. What is gelato? Answer. Gelato is the Italian word for ice cream. But in America, when we say gelato, we are talking about a specific type of fancy ice cream that is thicker, creamier, and usually a bit more expensive than regular ice cream. Max worked super hard, so he didn't just want basic ice cream, he wanted chocolate gelato. Food vocabulary is huge in conversational English, and knowing the difference between a standard dessert and a premium dessert like gelato helps you sound much more fluent. Question 7 is about grammar and pronunciation. How do you use cheerful? Answer. Cheerful is an adjective that comes from the root word cheer plus the suffix full. It literally means full of cheer, or full of happiness. To pronounce it naturally, put the stress on the first part of the word, cheerful. Mom was so happy because Max wasn't complaining while he was mopping the floor. He was smiling and having fun. He was cheerful. If you want people to like working with you, always try to be cheerful, even when you are doing boring things. Question 8 dives into grammar. What does youngest mean? Answer. This is what we call a superlative adjective. When we compare people or things, we use different forms. If you have 2 kids, one is young, and the other is younger. But if you are looking at the whole family, the one with the lowest age is the youngest. We always put the word the before superlatives. Max is the youngest in the family. You can use this rule for any short adjective. The tallest, the fastest, the smartest. Max was the youngest, but he did the most work. Question 9 is about future tense grammar. Why say will go? Answer. Wheel is the contraction of we will. Native English speakers almost never say we will in casual conversation because it takes too long and sounds too robotic. We squish the words together into wheel. Mom says, after cleaning, we'll go there and enjoy a nice meal. She is making a solid promise about the future. Using will or wheel is perfect for immediate decisions and promises. Next time you make a plan with your friends, just say, we'll meet you at the coffee shop. It sounds super relaxed and native. Question 10 is essential daily vocabulary. What is a chore? Answer: a chore is a routine task, especially a household task, that you have to do but usually don't want to do. Washing dishes, folding laundry, taking out the trash, and sweeping the floor are all chores. A lot of English learners confuse chores with errands. Here is the secret: chores happen inside the house, errands happen outside the house, like going to the bank or buying groceries. Today's story was all about a family tackling their weekend chores together so they could go out and have fun. Learning these real-life phrases completely changes the way you speak. You stop sounding like a textbook and start sounding like a real person having a natural conversation. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you learned a lot from this story and these 10 questions. If you want to keep improving your speaking, listening, and vocabulary, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out. Keep practicing, stay cheerful, and I will see you in the next video right here on Learn English with Jennifer.